with the Indianapolis Colts. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Watch the twist, watch the twist. He's coming. Double up, double up.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down to the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Here we go. 11.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
You go tight. You got tight. You
On first down, Coleman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now they hand off to Coleman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here we go. 180! 58, come on. You go, night. Don't go, night. Show it up.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Keeps himself up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Here we go.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Mike's 50. 12. Here we go.
Play action. Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 65 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does, and not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard
line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He's got a 1st down past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Luck. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 8-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
So don't say nothing.
They'll try the left side with Coleman. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go. 180.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Watch the run. Hey, gun. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. It's just me and you.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Second and 9 at the 14-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
Back. Hey, alert.
On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. 180! Push him back. Tighten up. 12, fellas, here we go. 50, Mike 50.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And that'll set them back 5.
Here we go.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, 50 the mic. Let's go, D.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Colts pick it up.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Again, it'll be Matt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. A shotgun snap for Love. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So remember now, they've had some problems with his side here that have dogged visiting kickers in the first few years of Levi stated. Well, really any kicker for that matter.
Yeah.
Not sure if that had any effect there, Charles, but that was not the greatest of kicks.
And no, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary on that one. The field looks to be in great shape. He just kind of botched it.
Yeah, I agree. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. You better be afraid. Hut.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get him, get him, get him.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here we go,
Sacks,
here we go,
a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch twins. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. 21, 21. Pick up the ball.
Now Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch it back. 21, 21. 1, Omaha. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
He's got it at the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, you'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Vinatieri's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
We play to win.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. And he cuts it right and into space. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 79 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mike. Let's go, defense. Switch it. Come on.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Deuce. Two.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
53's Mike. Let's go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Watch out. 21. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
At the 50-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Hines. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the 50, it's Lott. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Mike, wrap it. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On 1st down, Coleman. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Switch. Mike 50, huh? Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. Check nickel.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now first and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's locked. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. A big play there for Indy. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Let's go.
They'll run here with Mack. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They go right back to Mack. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Garoppolo now. Anthony Walker, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
21. Here we go. Hey, Delta.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And got his man complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 33 yards that time. They took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time, they took the gamble, and boy, did it pay off.
Garoppolo on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
53, Mike. Got you.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long.
Mike's 50. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Mike 50.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Justin Houston able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. I'm coming after you. Hey, Mike's 50. 65.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And he's going to go down again. Anthony Walker. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Let's get this. Look out! Screen it is! Wildfield! Hatch it!
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll try the left side. It's Hines, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run, and the Colts add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. 20.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing up.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw. He's got him in, complete. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 91 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They begin the drive with Hines. Always got some breathing room. But he's into the clear. A big play there for Indy. Give him 58 yards on the ground. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Throwing now, Luck. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Mike gives it 15. Check Mike 15. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Two.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Pick Picked off at the 28. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement, people want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got